Hello, and thank you for joining us for another Changer Chat. I'm Grant Venable, filling in for our regular host, Courtney Govro. Today, I am in Butare, Rwanda, with my dear friend Safari, a teacher at the BTCV Partner School, Butare Catholique. Safari, welcome.
Thank you, Grant.
So Safari, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name because every time I do it, I butcher it and you get a good laugh out of it. So would you do me a favor for the audience and just say your full name for us?
So my name is Ngendahimana Safari. Ngendahimana Safari.
And you are a teacher at the school. We'd like to learn a bit today about the education system in Rwanda, and also just what it means to be a teacher here. So let's start out with what subjects you teach and how long you've been a teacher.
Oh, thank you so much for this question, and it's a good question. I've been a teacher for 12 years, and I'm teaching a lesson which is called Literature in English. And that is the lesson that I'm teaching for these 12 years. And I'm teaching at that school which is called Groupe Scolaire Butare Catholique.
And you're essentially one of the school's top English teachers as well, correct?
Yeah.
So every time a BTCV comes, you're always the person who is there to greet us at the airport and make sure that we're always taken care of by the school. We're always so grateful for the hospitality that you show us, and we always feel so much more welcome and secure having you with the team. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of all the teams that have been to Rwanda for your service there.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So Safari, the education system in Rwanda is a little different than the education system in the United States. Of course, in the United States, we say things like kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Could you just tell us how the education system in Rwanda is structured?
Oh, good. Thank you so much for this question. Education system in Rwanda is structured as followed. We are having nursery. Nursery is like a kindergarten in the United States, where we are having nursery 1. A kid is entering in nursery 1 when he's 3 years old. Nursery 1 up to nursery 3. Nursery 1, 3 years old. Nursery 2, 4 years old. 5 is nursery 3. Then up to 6 years old is starting primary. And we are having a primary 1 up to primary 6. What you are calling P1 up to P6. That P is meaning primary education, where people are taking how to read, how to pronounce some of the words, even those languages they are for the first time taught, where they are teaching English, which is basic, French, which is basic, mathematics, which is basic. They are given basic skills. There is another level which is secondary. Secondary is divided into 2 parts. There is a secondary, what you are calling senior 1 up to senior 3. And that one, people they are studying in general all the things. And what they are studying subjects like biology, chemistry, physics, in general, without specialization. From senior 3 up to senior 6, there is a national examination for senior 3, which is going to make people to know where they are capable for studying. That is what you are calling specialization. You are having senior 4, where you are having a combination. For example, I'm going to give some of the combination where I'm teaching. I'm teaching in a combination which is called LOFK. This LO is my lesson that I told above, which is called Literature in English. F, it is French. K, it is Kinyarwanda, which means LFK is a combination of the people who are going to become the linguists. That is what the combination are. And the kid is studying from senior 4 in a combination up to senior 6 a combination. In the combination, this one is senior 6, they are passing national examination. And for those national examination, they are having marks which are allowing them to go to university. And they are having like 4 years of university in specialization. For example, my students who are studying languages, if they get marks which are allowing them to go to university, they are having what they are having university in languages, but they are studying one language. For example, they are going to go there studying English as specialization or French as specialization. That is how the education system in Rwanda is made. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Safari, you talked about the different segments of the education system and the secondary level. I know national examination is really big in Rwanda. It's big in a lot of the schools that we work with. And the students are actually finishing up national exams while we're here right now.
Yep.
We were watching armed guards load the tests at the end of the day and take them away. So you guys take national exams very seriously.
Yep.
Tell me about how a student prepares for the national exams.
Thank you so much for this question. This question is very sensitive for how the students are preparing for the national examinations. Frequently we are teaching our students. We teach the students, and when by the end of the day they are getting the program is covered. When the program is covered, they are given time to revise what you have taught. And as long as they are given time, for example, 2 weeks or 3, depending on the schedule which is national, that the Minister of Education have prepared, so they are giving this schedule, and this schedule is going to be followed. As long as the schedule of national is prepared, they are preparing how those exams are going to be done. The students are at home and they are making their revision. As long as they are revising, they are fixing what they have been taught at school. In that time, when the exam is ready, they are passing.
Wow. So a lot of preparation goes into national exams. After a student finishes the national exam, then they're given direction for which segment they should go into, or are they assigned to a segment?
Before passing this national examination, there are some of the files which are from Minister of Education. And from those files, a student is with a different guidance that he or she has taken from the family, the school, or the interest that he is having. What they are going to do is going to sign or is going to fill those files by saying, I, the students, I'm studying, but I want to be specialized in this combination. In that way, for example, it's going to say, I want to be a scientist. And there are some of the combinations which are in science, like maths, mathematics, economics, and chemistry, like MPG, mathematics, physics, and geography, or those one of the language that I said above, even those one of social like HEG, history, economics, and geography. All of those subjects, it depends on the student interest and the guidance that has been given to the parent, to the school, to the community in general.
Safari, thank you for explaining all of that to us. I want to talk about the school specifically. You know, as a teacher and really as the people who try to equip teachers, our evaluators are always looking at what can we do to help a school be successful. And one of the things that we use in order to determine that is our needs analysis process. What are some of the things that you currently see at the school campus that your school needs to be successful in all areas?
Oh, thank you so much. Up to now, some of the things, the basic things has been done. The school is having the base, but in order to be successful 100%, there are some of the items that I'm going to enumerate this. The first one, which is sensitive on that, is one which is the fence. Our school is open in the different corners.
Right, we evaluated doing, and you say fence, but we would call it a wall.
Yeah, the wall. And that one is a sensitive one because is having different corners which are open for that. Mm-hmm. And when you're having here, the interest is opened. And many people, they are coming, and this way is when they are coming in the school, there's a problem of the robbers, they are stealing. Mm-hmm. They are stealing the things, the scholastic materials. The other things, even the maintenance of the school is difficult. Some of the material that we are having at the school, they are stolen. If they are not stolen, they are broken. So this is a sensitive one. That one is the item number one. Item number two is playgrounds.
Yeah, I love playgrounds. If I could do anything the rest of my career, it would be playgrounds.
Sure. So the playground, our students this time they are not having the playgrounds this time, and this is another issue. You know, those who are studying education, you know, our kids, wherever he or she is, has to play. And when he's playing, because the school should be a joyful place, not a hard working, what you say, but a joyful place. The other thing, maybe number 3, is about the books. The school is having the books, yes, and I'm thankful to BTCV because they help us to make a good library at a standard, but we still have a lack of books.
What type of books do you think the school needs most to be successful?
I'm telling you this one, for example, the books which are related to those who are studying languages, they are still having a problem. Because we are teaching this one, literature in English, for example, let me tell an example in my in my subject, where, for example, we are needing some of the novels. In the program that is given by the government, they are telling us to teach, for example, Animal Farm. Those who are studying literature, they are going to understand me very well. Animal Farm as a novel, The Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe in Nigeria as a novel, or the other one which is called The Animal Farm by Chinua Achebe. Also, those are the books which are on the program. But even if they are there, we are not having these.
You need classroom sets of those books?
Yep.
Like 30 copies of the book.
30 books, 30
I understand.
or that one can be useful. And this ways, even if they are on a program, we are not stopping teaching. What are we using? We are using our cell phones by downloading on the internet and this one.
Wow.
It's that one what we are trying to use, but it's better because our student doesn't have this matter of internet connectivity. So better to have those hard books for reading, because it's what the program is telling us. They have to have hard ones.
Yeah, I agree.
And the other issue that we are having, you know, in languages, especially in this literature that I'm saying, we are needing some of books to be read, also some of the audio to be heard. So for example, if you are studying languages, if you are not speaking English, if you didn't understand someone, native speaker speaking that language, or that one, so another item which is be needed to our school, maybe is electronic materials, including computers, internet connectivity, all this one they could be better to have.
I see.
And the other things, as long as you are having the school and growing, maybe the other things I have forgotten.
Thank you very much for sharing the items that the school would need to be successful as a total school. I want to ask you if you wouldn't mind sharing with us. This is a more personal question, but we'd like to understand what it's like to be a teacher in Rwanda. So one of the things that we've discussed is your income. Would you mind sharing with your audience what a teacher makes for their salary, their income in Rwanda?
Thank you so much. This is a personal and sensitive question, maybe not only in Rwanda, but worldwide in the world. But it's known that teachers all over in the world, they are paid less. That is known. But in Rwanda, it's dramatic. I'm going to tell different salaries, but salaries in Rwanda, they are based on the diploma, bachelor, and certificate that we are having. So I'm telling, depending to that structure that I told you, if you are a teacher in primary, you are a certificate holder, which means you finish P6.
Okay.
I mean, it's senior 6.
Senior 6.
Senior 6. In a combination which is called education, NP. Education, or it is in French, École Normale Primaire, which means those one who are studying how to teach.
Okay. You
are a teacher in primary and nursery or kindergarten. In that case, you are paid less than $50. It means 44 Rwandan francs, 44,000 Rwandan francs.
And that's monthly?
Monthly. And if you are a secondary teacher, as I am, you are paid less than $100. To mean 75 Rwandan francs. Because you are maybe you are a primary. When you are an A1 holder, what we are calling diploma, you are earning monthly 100,000 monthly. say monthly. When it is 100 up to now 100,000, it's 100 US dollar.
Correct. Yeah, there's about 1,000 Rwandan francs to the dollar right now.
Yeah.
So at the bottom end, it's about $50 a month. At the mid level, it's about 75 US dollars a month.
Yeah.
And at the top end, it's about 100 US dollars
Yeah.
a month. And when you compare that against just some of the day-to-day expenses, I know when I'm here, I'll take what you guys call motos, but we would call it a motorcycle taxi.
Yeah.
And just to get a short distance for me is about 500 Rwandan francs, and round trip is about 1,000. So it's about $1 for me to head from the hotel into the market and back. Tell me about what it costs. You live about 20 minutes from the school. We went and visited your home and met your amazing, beautiful family.
Yeah.
But you take a moto from home to the school and back. What does that cost every day?
Every day is costing me more than 1,000 for coming to school and 1,000 for going back.
Right.
Mean per day it is 2,000.
2,000 per day.
Yeah.
And so
I'm working 5 days per week, which means 10,000. To mean 4 weeks of a month is 40,000 per month.
which is a huge, huge portion of your
Very
salary.
huge, yes. Because I'm earning 100 minus that's 40. I'm there with the 60.
And you told me in your home, if you don't have the cash to take a moto on a given day, you walk.
Yeah,
from
that is
your
what
home
that
to
is
the
what I
school.
always do when I don't have money.
And I've been on that road. That's a long walk. How long does it take you to walk to the school? And what time do you have to leave in the morning to do that?
It's between, depending to the energy that I have in that morning, it's between 2 hours and 3 hours of walk.
Wow. One way?
Yes, one way.
That's a long day.
Yeah.
And that's true for several of the teachers at the school, isn't it? That they have a long walk to get to campus.
It depends. Most of the teachers, some of them, they are living near the schools where they are. But where I'm living, there is no secondary school where I'm supposed to teach. Mm-hmm. It's why I always take this long distance for going where there are the classes where I have to teach.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Safari, tell me about, you had asked me what you thought of being a successful teacher was. And my response was really that I feel like you are a very successful teacher. I do believe teachers across the world are undercompensated for the mission that they accomplish for us. But, I just want our listeners to know how passionate you are about your students. You were telling me, even on the holidays, when you're off for a week, you're thinking about your students. You even miss your students. And I just think that's so incredible. I think you have such a big heart for this school, a big heart for your students, and even for your fellow staff members. I see your interactions with them, and you're just an all-around fantastic guy, Safari.
Thank you.
I want to thank you so much for just taking a few minutes to share your story with us. And I want you to know that we're with you, Safari. BTCV is with you and your school, and we're excited for the future with you. So thank you for doing this interview with me.
Thank you so much. And I greet everyone who's going to listen to this video, especially those one in BTCV. I greet them, all of them, and I love them so much. Thank you, Grant.
If you enjoyed this Changer Chat and you'd like to hear more, show us with your financial support. You can give today at btcv.us. If you'd like to hear the whole story of how we started working in Rwanda, check out our book, Hand Delivered Hope, on Amazon today. Thank you, and be the change.